Salem, Interior Secretary Ryan Zink agreed to consider exempting Oregon from the Trump administration's offshore drilling plan after speaking with Oregon Governor Kate Brown, her office said Friday. Brown previously criticized Zink for the plan to resume drilling for oil and gas off the shores of the United States, saying it would endanger Oregon's coast. Several other states have objected, but so far Florida has been the only one to receive an exemption. Zink spokeswoman Heather Swift said Friday his office would provide no further information about the conversation with Brown. The Interior Department said earlier in the day that Zink had set up calls with the governors of Rhode Island, Oregon, California, Washington, Delaware and North Carolina to get their input. Zink and Brown spoke for 28 minutes, spokesman Brian Hockaday said. Governor Brown asked for the same consideration for Oregon's People's Coast as was given Florida, Hockaday said. Secretary Zink agreed with concerns about the economic risks that offshore drilling could bring to Oregon and committed to work with the governor. Brown, in an interview with CNN earlier this week, noted that Oregon's 362-mile coastline have been publicly accessible for more than 100 years and are important to the state's economy, with 22,000 jobs on the coast. "We are outraged, this is absolutely unacceptable," the Democrats said of the drilling plan. There has been no drilling off the Pacific coast for 3 decades. The governors of California and Washington also have told Interior they strongly oppose any new leasing off their coasts and asked to be removed from the plan. Washington Governor Jay Inslee said he spoke Friday with Zink and reiterated his opposition to the offshore oil drilling proposal. "I told him the concerns of Washingtonians and West Coast residents deserve, to be treated with the same consideration and deliberation as those in Florida," Inslee said in a statement. Secretary Zink did not provide that commitment, unfortunately. In California, Governor Jerry Brown's office would not say what Zink told Brown about offshore drilling during their 20-minute phone call on Friday. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders denied the administration gave special treatment to Florida Governor Rick Scott, an ally of President Trump who is considered a likely Senate candidate later this year. Industry groups praised the announcement to drill offshore, while environmental groups denounced the plan, saying it would harm America's oceans, coastal economies, public health and marine life. The Trump administration's plan would open 90% of the nation's offshore reserves to development by private companies. It affects at least 22 coastal states and has drawn bipartisan opposition from 15 governors and support from 6 governors. One is undecided. Most Democrats oppose the plan. South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster also has requested that his state be withdrawn from the plan. McMaster, one of Trump's earliest supporters, told reporters that risks associated with drilling pose a serious threat to South Carolina's lush coastline and $20 billion tourism industry.